Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another heroic free-to-play guide for Hearthstone Mercenaries. Today we're going to be covering Nefarion on heroic. This is important because Nefarion drops Valeera coins, which everyone wants. Start off with, I'm just going to show you that I did this bounty without only one treasure on Cariel. I got a blue portal after getting a fighter buff, and yeah, it's not ideal, but just showing you that this strat will work for pretty much everything. Definitely the treasure Cariel held did play a part, but still managed to beat it. So let's get straight into it. First of all, I'm going to show you a really good run. It's got really good treasures, as you can see there, Valeera coins, kind of crazy. In this party, same old party, you Cariel, Cornelia, Samro, Rakara, Zyrella, and Gramash. So for this, the best things you can probably get is Gramash with a start of game buff, Rakara with a active buff, so like your Orcs or your Horde members, which she has here, Horde members. For whatever reason, Valeera counts as a Horde character. This is important because if you manage to get that on Rakara, that's insane. And yeah, obviously fighter buff's crazy good here because you got Valeera who's a fighter. If you can get plus 10 attack, that's super good. If you can get Wind Fury, that's super good. For this, you ideally want Samro to have Wind Fury, but getting the plus 10 attack is fine as well, because that means Valeera can one-shot any of the adds, which is really good for just controlling damage. So for the start, you're going to put Rakara on the far left, Samro, it doesn't matter, but you basically want Rakara, Gramash, and Samroin. Excuse me. Samro's, they're always going to target Gramash with fireballs round 1, which is really good, because Gramash is here just to sacrifice himself and be an enabler for Samro as long as he can. As you can see here, Wind Fury is doing a lot of work, that's why we really want it. And Wind Fury on Valeera gives a plus 20 attack, which enables her to one-shot all the things. So it gives a plus 10 attack. She's got the plus 10 from Rakara's Horde banner. So here we're just going absolutely apeshit. I'm just checking to see they're not all going to Inferno the crap out of me, which they rarely do because there's a red on the field. And we're just going to go, as the strat usually is, we're just going to go absolutely crazy with Rakara. The only thing you really need for this bounty is Samro to have Wind Fury. I'll show that in the next one. I've got another recording of this if you don't get the best powers possible. But we're just doing the Rakara rally strat on turn 2 to just make Samro go absolutely crazy, gain a lot of attack, and that's going to like tunnel down Nefarion. The reason we're not killing the adds is because, first of all, as a free-to-play setup, it's hard to kill all the adds on the same turn. But you can do that, like it's possible if you have like Wind Fury Samro to kill 2, Valeera to kill 1, stuff like that. And then the other units just kill a single one. But for the most part, the success in the strat I use is just tunneling down Nefarion before he becomes the Drake. So we're just going to keep hitting into him. Just do a lot of damage, basically. It's nothing crazy. I'm just checking here that none of them are doing the massive AoE because I don't want massive AoE. I kind of sidetracked it before, but the treasures you really want is Rakara to have an Orc buff or Horde buff. Those are both really good. Samro Wind Fury is absolutely crazy good. You don't need it, as I've shown you at the start of the video, but it helps a lot. Doubling his damage and speeding up how much stacks he gains is very, very big. Fighter buffs throughout are crazy good. As per usual, if you get fighter speed, that's really bad, because that means Samro can't be enabled, which, you know, you want. For Zyrella, you don't need subjugation. Defensive stuff is really good. You can get like Ring of Protection, or like the one that when she dies, she heals everyone, which is really good, or Valencia, which heals everyone on the field. For Cariel, Valencia is really good. Not taking crit damage is okay. And for Cornelius, any defensive as well. You basically just want everyone but like Rakara, Gramash as like defensive stuff with Samro, Wind Fury, and the Orcs with Orc buffs or Horde buffs, because buffing Valeera are really crazy good. As you can see here, Valeera's doing a lot of work. She's putting in a lot of work, she's killing the adds, and for the most part that's all you need. That's it for this fight. Really crazy easy, not even close, like just completely blitzed them. This was fighters with Wind Fury, and yeah, everything just goes crazy good. I'm going to show you what happens if you don't get, in the next video I'm just going to show you what happens if, like, an example of, like, what happens if you don't get, like, the best stuff possible. Now, in this video I still have Wind Fury on Samro, which, as I said before, really good. But other than that, I'm not going to attack at all with Rakara or Valeera, just to show you that this strat is 100% doable, even if, like, you don't get the best stuff. Because traditionally Valeera will, at least, even if you don't get any buffs to her, she'll kill an add every other turn, which is still really good to reduce damage. So for this, again, I'm just going to attack with Samro here. And I just have Orc buffs on Rakara and Gramash, and Samro's Wind Fury. So same as always, we're just going into Nefarion. if you're like really scared or you have really bad treasures, the way you would do this if you didn't have Wind Fury was you've got to like control the ads a lot and stop Infernos. Inferno's very bad. Just target the ads that do Infernos, stack up Samura's attack, and then wait for Rakara's rallying to get a lot of damage on Samurai. So as you saw that Grimash died turn 1, that's typically what's going to happen, unless you've got a crazy Valeera going on, just because he's red and takes a lot of damage. So here we go, we got the rally going on. Again, not going to use Valeera at all, just to showcase you that his strat is very consistent. And as I said in my last Chromatics video, consistency is very important. Sorry, that's my Discord, it's going to go off a couple more times in this recording as well. I am a terrible recorder and forget to mute Discord. Even right now it's not muted, I'm playing a dangerous game. But yeah, a lot of damage going out for Samurai, fireballs going out on Rakara. It doesn't matter, as long as Rakara lives long enough to get that rally off, that's why we put Grimash first in as well. We want Rakara to live to at least turn 2 to get that rally in, because it just gives Samurai that extra damage. We put in Cornelius here, who I believe he has toughness. Yeah, toughness 3 with the pass, with the equipment. That makes him reduce damage as well. Very good to keep him alive. He's just going to help Samurai just live a little longer, because like, while Samurai isn't taking damage from hitting Nefarion, you obviously don't want Samurai to become low, because the abs typically just target whatever has the lowest HP. If they start targeting Samurai, if Samurai dies, the fight's completely over, as per usual. Samurai is the hyper carry of this comp by far. And they're just going through their attacks. They're all doing a decent amount of Cornelius, but he's a very tanky boy. And yeah, we're keeping on. It's not good. I'm just checking they're not all going to Inferno me or something crazy, because if they are, then I've got to deal with them, right? Because if they do, then that's going to cleave a lot of stuff down. And even though Sorella doesn't die this, she's using the Death Rattle. When she dies, she heals everyone to full. That's incredibly useful for stuff like Samurai. That's why Valenthia is really good as well, that treasure. Because yeah, Samurai has, at this point, he probably has like something like 170 HP or something crazy, right? Like, it's a lot of HP to chew through for the ads. So in closing, all you need to make this super easy is just Samurai with Wind Fury either from the fighter buffs, which is, if you can get Wind Fury from the fighter buffs, that's insane. Fighter buffs are really good here because of Valeera. If you get the fighters have increased movement speed, just exit the run. It's really annoying. I've done it with that, but it's really long because you can't get enabled, so it's just like, ugh. Just a big ugh. Samurai just mowing down the ads. But yeah, nothing else is like needed at all. Valeera does a lot here actually. She's really helpful. Yeah. And for those who didn't realize, Valeera is just a part of the fight. If you've never done this before, I don't have her, so it's a completely free-to-play guide for completely free-to-play guide for Nefarion on Heroic to farm those Valeera coins. Now the Blizzard recently changed it, so legendary coins always drop from things. I'll show you here. I shouldn't stop the video. Oh, I do. Never mind. But yeah. Oh no, I do. There you go. Valeera coins every time. I've got 15, 20. I think someone said they got 30 ones, but that's about it for the video. Hope everyone enjoyed. Hope it was very helpful for you all. I'll keep doing these guides in the future, but that's all the heroic content for now. And due to the season, hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever. Yeah, catch you guys around.